Hello, and thank you for clicking on the video. I'm going to label this video, be careful what you are reading, and double check your facts before you act. I'm always giving students advice about their futures, their careers, personal lives, etc. And this video is along those same lines. So I was reading a story today. A young congresswoman, I think Ocasio-Chavez, was elected to Congress, and she's been stirring up a lot of controversy. And this is not a politically motivated video. This is just a lesson to be learned. So the heading was that 2 Louisiana police officers were fired for making improper comments to a story, against a congresswoman. And I don't know if you guys realize watching this video, it's against the law to make threats on Congress people, House representatives, the president, etc. So be very careful if you're trying to get in or law enforcement that you feel you have freedom of speech. Well, you really don't. You're going to be wearing the uniform representing government, and so use a lot of caution. So the story goes like this. 2 Louisiana police officers were fired, and so I had to check into it, as I always do when I hear that officers lost their job for various reasons. In this case, one of the officers read the story that was posted where this congresswoman was quoted as saying that soldiers should be denied medical benefits. And so he responded in anger, saying that she needed a round, referring to she needed to be shot. That's what law enforcement language is, put through her head type of thing, right? And so another officer also liked his comment. So it was brought to the department's attention that these guys had posted this stuff on Facebook. And so the chief went ahead and fired both officers because it was basically conduct unbecoming an officer, and involved threats of a congressperson, which is against the law, of felony. So my advice to you, if you're watching this video saying, well, how does that apply to me? Well, it turns out that the article that was posted saying that the congresswoman said soldiers should not have medical benefits was actually a phony article. Somebody had made up the article. It wasn't even true. She never said that soldiers should lose medical benefits, but someone created that article to get some, a response out of people. And in this case, it got a rise out of this officer who saw that article and believed it to be true. And he took it upon himself to respond saying she needed a round put through her head, which is a threat against a congressperson, not allowed, illegal, and conduct unbecoming. And so my advice to you as a college professor, former police officer, is that to be very careful about what you are reading and what you're responding to. And my strong advice is that you pause and contemplate your actions every time you think about putting a post on the internet, every time you think about liking something on the internet, because all of that stuff is going to come back and reflect on your ability to be in law enforcement. Some of you want to get hired as police officers, deputy sheriffs, highway patrol, FBI, etc. If you're not careful when you like these comments, they're negative comments, they can come up on your background. Somebody can screenshot this and show that you liked a particular hateful comment, and that like will cost you a profitable and exciting law enforcement career. So I hope you take this advice to heart. I always think about you guys when I'm creating these videos, and I always think about how important it is for me to share my experience, to share my passion for the law enforcement profession. Majority of people in law enforcement, they know better. They know better than to respond like this. But a lot of you are just now starting out, and because of the way you were raised at home, maybe your parents, your family, maybe you have some conservative views, liberal views, whatever it is, and you're very passionate about that, and that's totally okay. What is not okay is when you allow your emotions to respond to material that's been posted online that then involves you making a threat or liking someone when they say they made a threat to commit bodily harm to someone. So take it to heart, adjust your personality on an everyday basis. As I mentioned in my videos, if you change or improve 1% a day, in 100 days, you'll be 100% better. So thank you for listening. Continue sending me those comments and suggestions on the videos or questions, as I appreciate responding to them. My main goal is to see you guys become successful, obtain profitable careers, exciting careers as public servants. So thank you for listening, and take good care of yourself.